Hello everyone, I warmly greeting you on my podcast. My name is Paulina, and in this podcast I would like to tell you about IB program, tell you about my experience of how I became an IB program student, how I feel here, talk about pros and cons, about its news, how it is still going. I hope this podcast will solve some questions and problems for you if you hesitate. By this podcast you can choose something, pick something, and you will just decide what you want to be. However, before we start to talk about IB program, I would like to tell you about myself, who I am, who I want to be, what I expect from this program, and what I am doing here. First of all, I want to be a pharmacist. However, pharmacist not about pharmacy shop, but about industrial pharmacy. I want to work at the factory. I want to develop medicines. I want to create medicines because I admire chemistry and I admire neurosystem. I admire neuroanatomy, and it is so much connected. That's why I really like it. I understood it when I was in high school and we started to learn anatomy. From there, I learned that we actually have neuroanatomy. So I started doing my own researches, and so I acknowledged what I really like. So from high school, I started learning new subject which was not involved in a school program, but just for myself. And so my mother advised me to become a pharmacist because in the future it is very connected and it is very close, so I will most likely enjoy my work. I moved to Sweden when the war started, and so I joined the very first gymnasium in Sweden, but it wasn't really special. I was just studying Swedish, English, and a bit of math. I asked my teachers, maybe I could do something better. Maybe I have more opportunities than just gymnasium that doesn't even give me any diploma in the end. They recommended me IB program, but said that I will need a high level of English. The next summer, I was reading a lot. I was improving my language, and I improved from B1 to B2, I hope. And it helped me a lot when I joined IB program. I I did want to join this program because it has a very powerful diploma which works everywhere, especially in EU, but abroad also. It works in Ukraine as well. I can just translate it and work with it. I can study, and I study only for 2 years. I improve my English as well. I really like this program. I'm just very happy that the teachers from the first gymnasium recommended me especially this particular program. Since I started talking about benefits of IB diploma, let's keep talking about it. The IB diploma, as I said, is worldwide famous, and it is very powerful not just in EU but abroad also, especially in Ukraine, because Ukraine also has the same program, IB program, but it is very expensive just because the IB program has only one school, and the school is in the richest district of the capital of Ukraine. That's why it is very expensive, and almost nobody can afford it, especially now during the war. However, even if I want to stay in Sweden, with this diploma I can already work. It gives me an allowance to work, permission to work. That's what I like. Just in 2 years I will get a diploma where with which I can work and have some money for further education in university. What I worry about is that now we have war in Ukraine, and that's why I'm here in Sweden. And Sweden helps us, Ukrainians. That's why I study for free on this program, an IB program. As soon as the war ends, I must leave Sweden in 90 days unless I have a permanent permission to stay here and leave. I don't, because to have it, it means to have a passport. To get a passport in Sweden, I need to live here for 5 years alone. Alone, it means I cannot have social payments. So it's just me, work and study. To live here on Ukrainian money is very hard because expensive. So it's almost impossible to afford, especially now. So most likely, if the war ends, I will leave Sweden. And if I will, I I will start. If I will leave, I will study in university in Ukraine because I can actually from the next year already afford university on pharmacist. Mm, I already have a university I would like to join. It is the the most powerful university because in the end I will get again international diploma in, and logically it should work abroad. But some people say it can't and it doesn't really work. I will check it. So in Ukraine, I should study for 3 years to get a diploma, and with this diploma, I can work already on a job. I can afford a job. Since I have a good English, thanks to this program, I can improve it. I can speak. So yes, I have a good English for Ukraine. I will be a very valuable employee. Yes. So still, even if I don't end the course of IB program here in Sweden, I will have some benefits from this, some pros. As a conclusion, I do recommend this IB program because they have a powerful diploma, as I said several times during the video, but still it is truth. That's why I repeat it several times. For Ukrainians, it is for free, and it is even more benefits from this. Such a powerful program is for free during the war, yes, and but still, it does worth to risk and enter this program just to start. You don't really know what will happen to you, so just do it. Just go and do that. I hope you marked something useful for yourself, and I helped you in the end. Thank you for watching me.